Today, we bring you three major stories shaping public conversation across the country. First, concerns over Nigerians' tax laws, rising anger between citizens and their representatives, and the third one, what seemed to be a disagreement of office holders in the Senate House. Good afternoon to you viewers. You're welcome to Aside Hot right here on Active Citizens. My name is Ifoma Oji, and I'm being joined in the studio by the beautiful co-host Sharon Chiku. Good afternoon, baby girl. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm very
You're
well.
just so happy. I don't know.
Oh
yes, where is your birthday?
Yeah.
Yes, happy birthday in
Thank
advance.
you.
Yes, we equally have Genevieve Okeke in the studio. Good afternoon, beautiful. How are you doing this afternoon?
Good afternoon. I'm fine.
What's your plan for the weekend? Because today is Thursday and tomorrow is Friday, so
when the weekend comes.
Okay, when it comes. All right.
Happy birthday in advance.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you.
our Christmas baby. Let's move over to our first story. Now, tension fled in Dazadao town, Maru local government area of Zamfara state after residents reportedly confronted a member of the State House of Assembly over allegations of poor representation. The lawmaker Kabiru Mikailu, who represents Maru South constituency, was said to have been accosted by aggrieved residents while accompanying Governor Dauda Lawal on an official visit to the community. Residents accused him of abandoning the constituency since his election, alleging he failed to maintain contact, visit during major festive periods, or show support to families affected by repeated bandit attacks. Now, security operatives were reportedly deployed to calm the situation and prevent further escalation. Let's take a look at the video. All right, the video we just saw right now is the youth, or rather citizens of Zamfara state, stoning their lawmaker, and most of them were saying that when he was elected into office that he never communicated, he never showed up, he never visited the people of Zamfara state, because of the, we know recent times Zamfara state have been having recurring attacks, and he never communicated or visited them. So that is the result we are having. That's the result we are having from the youth of Zamfara state. Now I'm going to start with you, Sharon. What's your thought on the video that we just watched right now?
That's honestly when I saw that video, and just the anger that you could feel from that video, seeing the youth of Zamfara state demanding for, really, it's just demanding for accountability, but then they took matters into their own hands and they went violent. And I really think that if we had more responses like that, and maybe when politicians go to visit communities, they don't just, instead of singing their praises, they really express how they feel and what they want. Maybe there'll be a change in how politicians do their things and in how government or governance is being handled and it's being run. So what we are seeing from the youths in Zamfara state is only a quarter of what truly Nigerians are feeling right now. And I think not just to that House of Representatives, but really to everybody in government position, this should serve as a message that people are not happy, regardless of their region, whether they're from the north, south, east. It's affecting everybody. And personally, I just think that every politician should learn from that video.
All right. Now, the video we just saw right now, like Sharon said, is portraying anger from the people of that particular Zamfara state, and it's kind of quite sad that there's this big disconnect between the office, the Zamfara state spilling over to other states or maybe Nigeria as a whole. Let me start with you, Sharon.
All right. I think that generally, I'll still stand on what I said. I feel like every Nigerian at this point, it's just a quarter of what they feel. It's a quarter of the anger, the frustration that they currently feel. You don't have an idea how much people have had to suffer because of Nigeria, or just because they live in a certain place, or because they carry a green passport from Nigeria. There's a whole lot that Nigeria has done to people, done against them, worked against the people that it's supposed to protect. So yes, I think that not just in other regions, right, and not just in the north, right, but in other regions as well, I think if the youths are as fed up as I think they should be at this point, what we just saw in Zamfara State is beans. There will be way more agitations, way more frustrations spilling out in the way people express themselves. So I just don't think it's going to end here.
All right, now Genevieve, let me come to you right now. You know the tax what is it called, enforcement, tax laws will be enforced by 2026, and a lot of Nigerians are saying that the reason why we Nigerians are keeping quiet to this is because of the fact that they haven't removed any money from anybody's accounts, that when the government removes money from Nigerians' accounts, that there is going to be a revolution. Now, we've seen similar incidents, just like what happened in Zamfara State, and we've seen it reoccurring, maybe more massive than what we just saw in Zamfara State.
If there is going to be a revolution, it should start now. I believe and I hope that the incident that we saw in Zamfara State should be an immune booster for youth to agitate more, because this is little to what we are experiencing in Nigeria, that if the youths are to outburst and express themselves, I believe that it's going to definitely cause a resolution and revolution. And the revolution should not wait till when they start removing. We shouldn't wait, because the problem is at the end of the day it will become a normality. If we keep waiting till we see them actually do this thing, it will become a normality. It will be, we'll survive, we'll find a way to survive. People, I can see a lot of tweets on Twitter where people are sending out messages on how to evade the tax form, descriptions on when you're sending out money, whatever money it is, then write out what the money is and all that. These are ways that people will soon get able to normalize it, to become normal. Nobody is going to fight for it. So if we are to do anything, we should start now, before that 2026.
All right, now, still talking about tax laws and reforms, concerns are growing over claims that Nigeria's newly gazetted tax reform laws may not fully reflect what was debated and passed by the National Assembly. Now, earlier today during plenary at the House of Representatives, lawmaker Abdul Samad Dansuki raised a formal point of privilege, alleging discrepancies between the bills approved by lawmakers and the versions. Hold on. According to Dansuki, a comparison of the gazetted documents with parliamentary records and harmonized bills suggests possible changes in commencement dates, tax exemptions, thresholds, and discretionary powers granted to the tax authorities. And now, according to him, he warned that if confirmed, such alterations would amount to a breach of legislative privilege and raise serious questions about, as only the National Assembly has the authority to make or amend laws. Now, the lawmaker has formally requested that all versions of the tax document be reviewed. All right, I'll start with you, Sharon. Now, we talked about the tax reform and the tax laws coming in by January 2026, and now the one of the senators in the House of Assembly has raised concerns about discrepancies in the law, in the tax law that was signed and passed, discussed earlier, and sent to the president for assent. And after the president confirming it, it's now a different ball game. It doesn't match with, you know, the initial what's it called, tax laws that they discussed in the Senate House. Let me have your take on that.
The tax laws that Nigerians are already complaining about, it seems that they're already having issues at the national level, at the federal level, with agreements and just having a unified stance as to where we are with our taxes. So if the National Assembly is saying that what they sent to the presidency is not matching up to what they have on paper or what they have with them, then how can they pull through? It's 2026 is really in a few weeks now. So I just think with Nigeria, they should stop giving us half-baked news or half-baked information. If they know they are not prepared for this, if they know they are not well just prepared generally, then they should do their homework before coming out, so we don't have mix-up when this starts or when we enter into 2026. Because according to them, this new tax laws and everything is supposed to start January of 2026. And if by December 2025 we're still having discussions like this, then I don't think they're as prepared as they should.
Okay, now, but what he's saying now is that this was not what was debated in the House, and this was not what was sent to the president.
And that's what I'm saying. They're not prepared.
Yes, it means clearly. But I love the fact that he was able to raise this up in the first place, because Nigerians really need to know what they are up for in 2026. We can't have, you know, the president coming out to say a certain number of people will be exempted from the law, like people that from the tax law, people that earn below 800,000 naira, and maybe there's possibility that maybe because of the fact that they've sent it to the president for assent, that this was actually changed. Well, let me get your take on this. What does this mean for Nigerians if the tax laws are actually have been proven to have been changed?
First of all, this issue with the tax law and everything shows how disorganized the Nigerian government is. The Nigerian government is very disorganized with whatever they are doing, because why would there be different review on the tax form? It means that there's a loophole there. Maybe something fishy is going on within this tax new tax reforms, and how it will be for Nigerians. Of course, would not be happy. Nigerians will not be happy. Nigerians will be confused. Just like Sharon said, they should come out with a particular thing. Stop being confused. Stop giving us confused information. Let your word and your act be straight, so that we know what we are going to face and prepare ourselves on how we are going to take it. At the end of the day, it's us that is going to be clean our sweat and blood for this tax.
All right, now same thing that I asked Genevieve Sharon, if this is proven to be true, if after investigations they discovered that this was